All right, back here with the Chevy Tracker. You see here, 1999 with the 2-liter. I got to replace one of these fuel injectors. Remove the negative and open the gas tank top. So first thing we're gonna do is remove the wires from the stanchions. Already got this one off, and then I figured I should video. So you just lift up this little tang on the top. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. And then it just slides right off. So it's kind of hard. There we go. Just like that. So then it slides right off. Next, I'm going to start pulling these clips off for the actual fuel injectors. There's a tab. You can kind of see it. It's that tab right there. I just take some pliers and I grab it like this. And let me switch hands real quick so it's a little bit easier to see. So you kind of see it there. You want to grab like this and see how it moves up at the bottom. So you want to be very careful because these become brittle as they become older. And then the wires, you don't want to pull by the wires. You want to pull by the grates. So sometimes they'll be really stuck. And I'll take another set of pliers around it and I'll grab it from the side so they're like perpendicular, and then I'll just wiggle it out. So I'll go ahead and remove one. You can kind of see this, but got that moving now. And that's just wiggle it. So you wiggle it constantly and it'll come on up. Just be careful when you're squeezing with the pliers that you don't break this clip. Because then you've got to gosh darn it. You've got to rewire this whole plug. So just be careful because these things do get brittle and then the wires want to come out the top. So that's what it'll look like. All right, so see I got all the clips out. It's definitely easier. I use these type of pliers. I grab it like this and I take my other hand on this part and I just wiggle it back and forth and it pops right out. So got all those done. Hopefully you can see that. All right, so next step, you got to remove, if you want to be able to pull this all the way out, you need to remove this whole piece. I just remove the whole thing. Gets it out the way. You don't have to fiddle with it. You got to disconnect this air hose. This comes apart pretty easy. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this one and this. Watch out. This is your valve. PCV. I had one on here. I did this like because I needed to replace this a long time ago, and when I was trying to remove this hose is so hard and so tight that I ended up snapping the top off of this. I guess it just got really brittle, and that's the reason it was failing. But you got to remove this as well, and that'll allow you to get the whole thing moved and pulled out. So I'll go ahead. All right, so it comes out like this. The side goes in the block, the side goes to the intake. Remove that. It's kind of hard to get out. Just be careful that you don't break this plastic valve. So both those hoses are out. There's really no specific order. I mean, you can do things back, any order you want. But this is how I do them. Next, I'm gonna have to remove the battery because there's a bolt. You can see the metal tubes for the fuel line come down here. They transition to a hose. You can see 2 hoses here. I would leave the bolt on there, but you need to remove the 2 hoses down there. You see the clips on them. And to get to these and have enough room, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the battery. So that's pretty simple. I'm not gonna show how to do that. I'm just gonna remove it. All right, so the battery's removed. These are kind of hard to get to. So up here, I'm gonna get those clips moved down. Make sure you push them down far enough, and they're gonna be stuck on there. So then I get from down here, the easiest place I've been able to is come up from the bottom here. And I'll just show you. I'm not gonna remove everything, show you how to do it all, but you can access in this little cubby here. This is the easiest place I can access, and there's those clips we were just talking about right there. Once we get the clips moved down, then you can come from down here, grab them from here and twist them and get them pulled off. first time I did it, it was really hard to get them removed. It takes a minute, just inching them down, getting them from down here, then moving back up and kind of going back and forth, but you'll get them loose. All right, so the hardest part of the job is done. Getting this, see, both tubes are off now. Hoses are off the tubes. Getting this left one off is the hardest part of this entire job. So anyways, I'm gonna remove this bolt. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. I'm gonna remove both of these, get those out the way. And then don't forget to remove this clip back here for your fuel rail for all the plugs you just removed. And that's just the tab. You push down on this tab and it comes out like the rest of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that right here. Then you just gotta remove these wires. You can leave this in here. And then like I said, this tab goes down and then the whole back piece pulls out. I don't know if I can do this without both hands. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those and I'll bring you back. All right, so this is loose. I got that bolt out, so that's loose. This piece here, so those tubes can come out. You don't have to take this off since you already unclipped everything. Once you get this bolt out, you can just move everything to the side. I just unclip it so it's easier for me to get it out the way. So everything's ready. I can start breaking these bolts loose, which hold the rail in. There's 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3. So I'm gonna break those loose, and then this thing will be ready to come on out. All right, so you can see I got all the bolts out now, 1, 2, and 3. This clip for this came off, right? Because that was under the bolt. The reason I like disassembling is because now I can take this out. It's kind of lodged in there. And I can move this to the side now. I don't, risk damaging it. Some people will say they leave it in there, but when you twist that rail out, I don't want to damage any of those clips. So now this will just pull right on out. I don't want to do this with one hand since it's got the tubes back there, but I'm going to get it loose and then I'll bring it back. All right, so be careful because there's those black spacers, see above the last fuel injector back there. You need those, and sometimes they'll fall out, and like you see that one back down in there, it fell down there. Just be careful because you need them. So the easiest way to get this out is to float it this way, and when you have 2 hands, it's a lot easier. And then you'll pull it back out, and you'll come this way, and it comes right on out, and you don't have to take off the cross brace. So I can't grab it because I'm filming, but you see how you get it. All right, so these are the black spacers or whatever they're called that you have to keep. These, you don't get replaced. Those stay there and they align the holes with the rail. So you'll see them. They're right there. There's 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3. All right, here's the new fuel injector. That's the number, CarQuest Premium. Should come in a bag like this. I would always check these, open them up at the store, because one of the ones I did buy of the pack was just in a weird bag that had been real sealed with holes in it. I'd always request that you get one that's in a sealed bag with the moisture protector that has gone through the proper testing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these. I'm gonna put a little oil on these top ones and this one, and get them put into the fuel rail. All right, they're installed, all 4 of them. They just pop right in there. So I just oiled up that O-ring that I showed earlier. They pop right in. This is pretty simple, so I'm not gonna show them getting installed. So then this is gonna go back in the way we came. I'm probably not gonna go through the whole installation process again. You can watch and see how it was disassembled. But that's what they look like. I'll bring it back once I have it buttoned. All right, so got the rail back in. How I installed it is I left this bolt off. That bolt's not in. Moved everything. I dropped the spacer. That's the reason it's so much later. I dropped that and it went into the mount in the hole. And I couldn't find it for the longest time. But anyways, got everything evened up, straight down. Don't forget to put this clamp in because I've done that. Got all these bolts hand or finger tight. And then I saw online, I don't have the manual, but these are supposed to go in at 18 foot-pounds, these fuel rail. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten those down with the torque wrench. All right, so make sure you put all these clips. I got all these wires clip back into the fuel injector. Make sure you connect these back up so it doesn't jump around. Make sure these are pushed in. Those gray clips are pushed in all the way. And make sure this clip is in there. This one's a little bit tighter. I almost didn't get it all the way in, but you got to get it, make sure it clips all the way. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this back on, do all the hoses, and get that clip back up. And after I have everything, I'm not gonna show you anything else since you've already seen it. All right, she's running. All wrapped up. Hopefully this helped you. If it did, please like and subscribe. See you on the next one.